Hello again, Knowles fans. Jeff Culhane here with you. So much exciting action going on around Florida State Athletics right now as we move deeper into the spring season. And man, there are so many success stories to tell, and nobody better, of course, to stop by and join us, the Vice President, Director of Athletics, Michael Alford. Always great to see you. Doak Campbell in the background, Mike Norvell and his football team getting after the spring ball right now, Michael. And man, we're excited about this football program and where they're going with the Garnet and Gold Showcase around the corner April 15th.
That's very important. April 15th, our showcase game, and that we have great fan support. Mm-hmm. You know, we've broken ground on the new facility. I know we'll touch base on that a little bit, but it makes such a difference. We had a big recruiting weekend this last weekend. We got big recruits coming in, and it just makes a difference when they're there to see what we're putting on the field, to see the style of offense we're playing, the attacking style of defense. It really attracts recruits. But it plays such an important role when they look up in the stands and see a full house.
Yeah.
It goes a long way because they feel the momentum. They see what we're building. They see the core values coaches put in the program and the personal relationships he has with these young men that we're inviting to come to Florida State and really want to showcase everything that we have to offer. And that's why it's called the Showcase.
That's right.
Showcase everything we have to offer, not only as an academic institution, being a top 20 public institution in America, but as an athletic department, the culture that we've built. So I really encourage everyone to come out for the showcase and show this young program some support that it deserves.
Yeah, tickets available. Want to see you out, Doak Campbell Stadium, Bobby Bowden Field, Saturday, April 15th for the Garden Gold Spring Showcase, 4 p.m. start time. Exciting things around, obviously, what we've seen on the field. You have been very active, of course, with the announcement and the work behind the scenes with the Aer Lingus College Football Classic. We had the Irish dignitaries with us last week for a fun announcement and presentation surrounding that event. Kind of walk us through it. Kind of take us through the timeline, the process. I think everybody's ready to get over to Dublin, and now we're going to have to wait about 15 months to play that game in 2024.
Well, it's an exciting, once again, it talks about the brand. It talks about Florida State University. It talks about Florida State Athletics and how people want to associate with this brand. Mm-hmm. And it gives us another prime opportunity to be on national TV. Yeah. This time, take this brand not only across the country, as we know when you put us on TV, you look at LA, our ratings in LA are huge. Yeah. People follow the Knowles across this country, but now we get a chance to take that international and show the world what we have to offer. And I said in the press conference, and I mentioned it just a little bit ago, you know, it's not only the athletic department, it gives the university opportunity to go showcase everything that all the great things President McCullough's doing and what we're able to build upon there, and also part of our football program and our athletic department. So can't wait. We've had the biggest turnout in this game's history in this time frame.
Wow.
Over 2,000 commitments already for tickets. Wow. They've never seen something move this fast. I joked during the press conference, but we've had over 50 suite requests. The stadium doesn't hold 50 suites. So we have an issue there.
There you go.
Working with them, but they're very excited. We had Senator Daley and others in from Ireland to promote the game, and we're going over to promote the game a little bit. So we're really excited about just going. And I know it's 18 months away or whatever it is, but just the excitement generated by our fan base already towards that opportunity has been overwhelming. Yeah. So we're really excited to be there.
Yeah, many of you know, if you do not, the travel packages and ticket opportunities for the Knowles over in Dublin, Ireland in 2024. Go to the website, SeminolesToIreland.com. That's SeminolesToIreland.com.
And I want to tell you, this game has been in the works for about 6 or 8 months.
Wow, how about that?
I applaud everybody for keeping it silent as long as we were able to keep it silent. But they originally approached us about it and doing our due diligence. Mm-hmm. Just thought it was just an unbelievable opportunity, once again, to showcase Florida State University.
Yeah, going to be special. There's no question about that. You alluded to it. Construction has begun on the Dunlap Football Center, which is going to be something this program needs.
Yes.
Facilities are very, very important when you talk about competing at the highest level. And this has been a part of your vision for quite some time right now. And support from so many out there is greatly needed and appreciated to this point so far.
Yeah, we're continuing to fundraise for this facility and make a difference, but we have broken ground. We're having to move everything, all the electrical components from the west side to the east side. And when they start talking steel and concrete, I get out of the room. But I can tell you, it's exciting to see the progress going and the timelines. We're still working on the facility. We're almost finalized it now. Tweaks that we're putting into it, but it is going to be a showcase. And once again, everything we're doing in this facility matches our core values, making sure we put everything that helps the student athlete experience. Nothing extra. This is going to help them grow on and off the field, and it allows us the opportunity to people to realize the impact it's going to have on all 20 programs. With us being able to now have better weight room times, better class schedules, better training room times for our other 450 student athletes on this campus. And it's going to have an impact across the board. We can't wait to get it completed.
Yep. Well, Knowles fans, you've heard me say over and over, this is certainly a unique time with some of the different things happening around college athletics. Nobody better than this man to lead Florida State athletics into these unique times as well. Name, image, and likeness is something that we have talked about. You've been busy looking at, studying, researching. You've been on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. And once again, Florida State is at the forefront from a student-athlete standpoint, as we have one of our own heading to D.C. very, very shortly to talk about name, image, and likeness in that experience.
Yeah, it's something that we take a lot of pride in, that we are leading in this. We're leading with the people in Washington, D.C., telling stories, sharing our viewpoints, and trying to get bills passed, and really educating congressmen and senators about everything that we're doing here in this industry to make sure that the protection of our student athletes are in the forefront, and that we can have this. We're in favor of the NIL, but it's got to be done in the right ways. It needs some guardrails. It needs some fair market values. It needs some third-party administration going on. Not to bore you, Jeff, but this is things we've been working on, and I've been working on it as co-chair for 3 years, and spent a lot of time in D.C. But we're fortunate that we are leading, and that they're going to call upon us to send one of our student athletes, Kaylee Mudge, from our distinguished softball program, to talk about her experiences in NIL and what she's using it for and how it benefits her scholarship, and it allows her to come to receive it, to work on her degree in nursing, and then to go on and get grad school and everything else that she's working on. It's just such a dynamic story, and she's going to get to go in front of Congress as a student athlete representative, and there's only a handful across the country that's being asked to do this, and they reached out, and I got to commend Congressman Dylan Barakis out of Tampa, and Senator Rubio, and Byron Donalds, and Neil Dunn over in the Panhandle. You know, the representation we have for this bill is being led by the state of Florida. So I really commend them and everything that they stand for in working with us to make this happen, and to provide a solution moving forward for what's going on.
Yep, that's pretty cool.
Collegiate athletics.
Pretty amazing for Kaylee, right?
To
stand and be in Congress and speak on.
Just being able to go speak, and I'm sure you can follow it somewhere online. So I'll make sure we send something out. But she'll be leaving tomorrow. Gets to speak Wednesday morning in front of Congress, and then we'll come back and continue her studies.
Yeah, exactly right. Amazing stuff right there. Florida State once again at the forefront when talking all things name, image, and likeness. Let's stick with softball. Congratulations to Coach Almeida, Lonnie Almeida. They went to Duke this last weekend, a top 15 road series win in ACC play, and one of the top programs in all of college softball.
Well, she does an amazing job, and it was going to Duke, a tough environment, talking to Lonnie, going out there, we knew it was going to be tough. They got some good pitching going on at Duke, and some young pitchers that are really, really standing out. And that center fielder at Duke's a freshman that's really sharp. And I mean, you see their lineup, and we knew it was going to be a battle. And to take 2 out of 3 on the road every time to get a series win is great for the program. I think we come home this weekend. So I expect a big crowds this weekend to cheer on the Noles.
Yeah, back home here at the Seminoles softball complex, taking on Georgia Tech this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Joe N. Graff Field. As always, great support from Noles out there for this Florida State softball program. Ling Jarrett, Michael, in year number 1, they're diving into ACC play. ACC's a tough league, right? One of the, if not the best in college baseball, one of the top 2, if not the best in college baseball right now. And they're continuing to develop, mature, and get it rolling here in the middle part of the season.
100%. You know, I sit there, you know, I don't miss a baseball game in softball. I love the sport. And at one time, I'm sitting there looking at and we got sophomore, freshman, junior, freshman on the mound, senior catching. You know, we're getting better. And you see the process he's putting in place. You see the discipline that the team's playing under, and that's going to lead to wins. We understand who we're playing right now, a lot of veteran teams that we're going up against, but you see the growth.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a tough one. We're in a tough stretch right now of our schedule. We're facing, I don't think we face a team that's not ranked in the top 15 here in the next 2 weeks. So, you know, we're getting better. He's putting in the right processes. It's going to be good to great scenario. We knew that coming in. He's going to get these guys believing in the process, believing in how to win championships, and that's going to be around the corner. So the program's going to grow. We're excited to have him and everything he brings, and he and Jen bring back to Tallahassee and their community efforts, and we're just going to get better. The sky's the limit in that sport.
No doubt about it. And the fans, the support, outstanding again. Seeing you out there packing Mike Martin Field at Dick Hauser Stadium. Before we say goodbye, have to make mention of Brooke Niles and this Florida State beach volleyball squad right now. They go to Baton Rouge this last weekend. A perfect weekend. They've been fantastic. One of the top 3 beach volleyball programs in all of the country.
Well, they swept and won the weekend out, and the big series against LSU, 2-2. You're watching it, and I knew we were going to pull it out because it comes down to Paige and Maddie on court number 1, and I'll put them up against anyone in the country, and just exciting times for everything. Well, you know, that program too is something that if you haven't been out to come see a good beach volleyball match, come out and support these young women as they continue to get better and chase that national championship.
Yeah, exciting stuff, to say the least. Well, so much exciting things going on, a lot of things happening on the field, off the field as well, and we certainly appreciate all of your vision and leadership through these fun times. I don't know if fun's the right word always to say, but interesting times in college athletics, Michael.
No doubt. We're going to continue to lead. We're going to continue to lead in our conference. We're going to continue to lead on a national scale. We're going to let people understand what the Florida State Seminoles stand for. And it's exciting times right now across all of our sports and our student athletes and this campus. If you're in Noble right now and you see what's going on campus and also within the athletic department, you have to be excited.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's Michael Alford. My name is Jeff Culhane, our monthly Seminole Sit-Down, the Vice President and Director of Athletics here at Florida State University. Keep it locked in for all your news on the Noles right here on Seminoles.com.